Hey y'all! Amanda here with your sneak peek prediction video for episode 4 of Qualifiers for American Ninja Warrior Season 13. At the time of recording, I do not have many names confirmed to be running tonight, but the names I do have are big. Only the top 30 will qualify to the semifinals, and if 5 women are not on the leaderboards, the 5 women who make it the furthest the fastest also advance. Again, we have a 6-obstacle course, which ninjas attempt to get through, and again, we get another new obstacle. Here is the breakdown from what I've heard. Athletes start with the shrinking steps, where they run across 5 steps, which decrease in size as the gap between steps increase and the incline elevates. They then jump to a rope and swing to the landing. Next is our all-new obstacle called Double Down. This one reminds me of the Double Dipper, and the concept seems similar, but of course, comes with a twist. The obstacle consists of 2 broken serpentine-shaped tracks, each with a bar encased by the track at the start. Ninjas grab the first bar, and while holding on, must thrust their body upwards like a salmon ladder, which will raise the track upwards. Each thrust should raise the track higher until it reaches the top, where athletes can then slide the bar down the track. They then must lasso upwards over a gap and repeat the task before sliding down to the landing. It looks like ninjas can lose their grips, but the bar should not be able to come out from the groove in the middle of the track. Our split decision for episode 4 is between Log Runner, which is just as it sounds, where athletes must run across 5 spinning logs that raise in height as you cross, or Block Run, which consists of 6 spinning cubes, all of varying sizes, 1 large, 2 small, and the last 3 which are medium. I predict not many will choose Block Run, but I would love to see someone beat it. Either path leads you to the Air Surfer, which debuted last week. Athletes hang from 2 handles attached to the bottom of a flat board, which rests on the first of 4 step-shaped landings. Ninjas must jump the board to the edge of each step before jumping the entire board to the next step. The steps are gapped and descend downwards as athletes cross. The Pretzel Twist also returns from last week. This obstacle consists of 3 poles that swing back and forth. Each has a spinning pretzel at the bottom attached to a hook. Athletes must grab the first pretzel and thrust it up and over to free it from its hook and send it in motion. Competitors must hold on as they lock the pretzel into place on the upswing to the other side and not get jolted off by the sudden stop. They then reach across to the second pretzel and repeat. The last pretzel will swing you to the landing platform, where you must jump over a rotating board to land in front of the warped walls. It is at this point where ninjas must decide to take 1 attempt up an 18-foot concave wall to win $10,000, or take 3 attempts to get up the regular 14.5-foot warped wall. If a competitor fails their attempt at the mega wall, they still have 2 chances to make it up the regular warped wall. As for runners, again, I was not able to confirm many names, but already, I can tell this is going to be an epic night. Just a reminder, I have no affiliation to the show, nor any inside information. These are just for fun, so please feel free to play along. Some of the runs that are scheduled to appear tonight include the Daredevil ninja Ethan Swanson. The stuntman debuted in Season 6 and has competed in every season since. I think Ethan gets better and better each year, and already, I have seen him on screen with Jake Murray, cheering on fellow ninjas, as well as together in some promo pictures. I would not be surprised if they trained together, although this may have been the case for a while. Ethan went face-to-face with Jake last year in their qualifying Power Tower showdown, and although Ethan lost out, he still advanced to the semifinals, just without saving his teammates. Unfortunately, Ethan revealed on social media that he had come in contact with someone who had tested positive for COVID and could not get tested fast enough and was sent home. I expect big things from him tonight, and wouldn't be surprised if the sting from last year hasn't driven him to new levels. We also have Ninja's favorite teacher, Alyssa Beard. Alyssa made her debut in Season 8 and became only one of 4 women to advance to the city finals. Wow, we've come a long way. She made it to the national finals every year except last, making it as far as Stage 2, Season 9. I expect Alyssa to hit a buzzer tonight and would not be surprised to see her in the finals. Season 9 was also the same year Alyssa started dating fellow ninja James Mcgrath. James debuted in Season 2 and competed every year except Season 11 due to a shoulder injury, or Season 12, though he cheered Alyssa on virtually on screen. James also represented his country in American Ninja Warrior US vs. Japan in 2014 after Season 5. Rumor has it James did apply for Season 13 but was unsuccessful. Again, I have to say, the show has no loyalty to its athletes. Someone who was confirmed to have been invited was Alyssa's mother, Daria Beard. Daria actually debuted in Season 10 and returned the following year, though her run was cut. At the time, she was the second oldest woman to make it that far, so depending on the current standings, she may set a new record tonight. Hopefully, we get to see her run in full, and that she does well, but I do not expect to see her in the top 5 in the women's sport. But then again, when it comes to American Ninja Warrior, anything can happen. Running tonight, we also have the Papal Ninja Sean Bryan. Sean debuted in Season 8 and has already made it to Stage 3 twice. Season 11, Sean dislocated his shoulder as he entered the jumping spider and had to withdraw from competition. He took the second fastest time of the night, his qualifying episode last year, but his semifinals run was digested after a stunningly early exit. Again, I think the theme of tonight may be redemption. Athletes that have thought of nothing else and now have something to prove, if only to themselves. I expect Sean to hit a buzzer with a fast time. And speaking of fast runs, Adam Rail is scheduled to run episode 4. Adam makes me nervous, as sometimes his speed tends to trip him up. He has the talent to get buzzers, and I know athletes want to leave it all on the course and go for speed, but it just does not leave you that extra second to recover should something go wrong. And of course, we all expect Adam's mom Vicky to pass out at any given run. Adam will definitely be in the top 30 unless something goes horribly wrong, and I would expect him to be calm enough for a qualifier, but I can just see a trip up coming for him at some point. I really hope I'm wrong, but with the few names I saw, will there really be no stunners? And my girl Megan Martin is back for her 8th season, and she returns with a crown. Megan was the winner of the first ever women's competition, and I couldn't have picked a better representative. She was only the 3rd woman in American Ninja Warrior history to advance to the Vegas finals, and she made it there 6 out of the 8 years she competed. Unfortunately, she was this week's sneak peek run, and even though the video was cut before its conclusion, I will not make a prediction, as I already know some of the results. However, for those who have been following along with me over the years, I think you already know how I think she'll do. With 2 strong women running tonight, at least, plus all the other strong female competitors who have already run, I would not be surprised to see Jessie LeBrecq run episode 5. Jessie was one of the Fantastic Four, Season 8, when she made her debut. Her fiancé and fellow ninja, Krista Ganji, was also confirmed to have been invited, making this his 9th season, and I would have to assume that they would be running the same night and that it would be in episode 5. In my opinion, Chris has gotten consistently better since the two paired up, and they tend to match each other in their runs. I would love to see them both hit buzzers, but my guess is we'll have to wait until next week. Someone we don't have to wait any longer to see is Jake Murray, and I predict he'll be the run of the night. We've been seeing him in promo interviews and on the big screen cheering on fellow ninjas, but tonight we get to see him on the course. Jake has been taking fast times since his debut in Season 7, and his good-natured charm quickly made him a fan favorite. He has the talent to take it all any given season, but because he also has incredible speed, slight missteps have taken him out in the past. Last year, Jake didn't miss any obstacles the full season and was only taken out by breakout rookie Amir Malik in the final 8 Power Tower showdown after a misstep up the giant stairs at the start kept him just shy of advancing. I fully expect to see him in Vegas, most likely with a safety pass. Safety passes will be up for grabs in the semifinals, but we still have one more qualifying round to go after this. I think if last week's theme was friendship, tonight's theme will be redemption. Look for inspirational comeback stories and runs that'll blow your mind. Blink, and you might miss it. And if you do, make sure to come back shortly after the episode airs for a full recap of all the action. The recap for episode 3 is still in the works, but is coming. So until then, please feel free to leave your thoughts below on anything we've seen so far, any predictions of things to come, and of course, who you'll be cheering for Season 13 to become this year's American Ninja Warrior. So until next time, enjoy the show!